Hey YouTube, it's Mark W. Flockhart. Just going to do an update today. First off, we're going to start with my newest investment is BitCOIN. I put about, a couple days ago, I put about $750 into the actual coin. As you can see, I've already lost a little bit of money. So essentially what I have here is about 163 into Bitcoin, 196 into Bitcoin Cash. Ethereum is 145.82 and Litecoin 175. I really wanted to put in some Ripple because that's only like $1 or something like that, $1.09 I think last time I checked, and I think that'll probably potentially get up to $5, which is huge. Because right now, if you're looking at Bitcoin, obviously this channel isn't about Bitcoin, but I'm just going to give you quick updates about it. I have extra money; it's just sitting around. Right now I haven't started to invest into a second product because I'm still waiting for my first product to actually go into inventory. Actually, I'll check it right now while we're talking here. So what I've found is in the Christmas season, it's over, but it's very slow. So last time I talked, I had like 65 of my 198 inventoried. Now I got 71. I don't know what the heck is going on, if they're shipping them to different departments, but nobody can buy my product yet, so it's kind of just sitting there dead, and I'm paying the $39.99 for the Amazon fee per month. So kind of sucks a little bit. I'm losing a little bit of money. In the meantime, I've been buying and selling stuff. I did buy something else I want to show you, and since it's after Christmas, I'll show you a couple cool things that I got. So the first thing is I bought this online from a local guy. It's ant miners. They're little BitCOIN extractors. I'll show you what they are real quick. They're really heavy. So if you're going to get into Bitcoin, this is kind of the techie side. They're called Bitmain ant miners, and these are the S3 Plus. And so what they are is Bitcoin's if you've heard of the investment, but what Bitcoin itself does is it's a currency that you can technically use online. So in order to get it, you can actually mine your own and find it. You can have your computer calculate the problems for banks and stuff like that, and that'll potentially give them the money. So I've got that. I've got a 1300 watts power supply to power two of these, and I also have a 1000 watt power supply with it too. So the only thing I have to buy is it's like $35 worth of cords. Wow, I think I just ripped my pants there. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Let me know what you guys think I should do. I bought these for like $300 for everything. Guy was actually asking quite a bit more, and I was just bidding on the ant miner pieces because they sell on eBay for like $250 a piece. And I asked him if he had power supplies because I found out that's what they need to run. And he said, I got two of them, I'll give them to you with it. And I said, $300, I'll buy it all. He said, good to go, and we're good. So I got to test them out, make sure they work. So the choice is, do I sell them on eBay and try to make $900 or $1,000? Would probably be the total selling, and I'll probably have like $300 in fees or whatever it costs, plus whatever shipping deal I do. So potentially $500 to $600 profit, or I can have some fun and try to mine some coin. See what it actually does. I don't know. So there's two ways you can do it. I've already done the investment way. There's also the way to mine it, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to do because I had researched this years ago. Really wish I would have jumped on it I wasn't that interested. I really didn't know what it was, so I don't blame myself for not getting into it. That's that. Facebook is something I'm focused on in the future. So 2018, some of my goals are to learn Facebook marketing and to learn different strategies because I don't want to be pinned to one strategy. Launching products that are great on Amazon are good, but I also want to learn how to advertise them as well. Another thing is my Christmas gift. Merry Christmas to me. I got some foam. If you can kind of hear the noise of level, I'm going to put this behind here. Can you hear that different? So these are going to hang up on my wall. They're, if you ever seen those studio apartments and stuff like that, I got a whole box of them. So I've got, I think, 36 of these. So I'm going to make kind of a pattern. They just hang on your wall, and then they block a lot of the bass out of the room, but they also block a lot of the echoes. So I'm trying to figure out, I might move into my basement with my office. So if that's the case, I got a lot of concrete in there, and I got a lot of noise bouncing around. So really excited about that. Got my poster in the background, if you can see my little game controller poster, kind of all the controllers that you can have. But that's really what's going on now. I didn't want to do a whole long video for you guys today. I am going to start focusing on trying to do some more specific videos. I do want to keep doing the research videos where we find products for you every month or every couple weeks. I think you guys like that. But also it helps me kind of hone in my skills too, because really, to be honest with you, I love you guys, but this whole thing is to me to track my progress. I want to make sure that I'm on the right track, sharing my excitement. You guys can see what I like. I've got these cool little guys here. I got these Guardians of the Galaxy characters. My daughters bought me the little bobblehead Groot. And then I've got these baseball cases that I set them in. It's kind of cool. If you're interested, you can check them on Pinterest. So that's pretty much my updates. I think in the last video I already mentioned that I did find a whole bunch of more products, and that really hasn't changed because of Christmas season. I've been kind of focusing on the family a little bit. So yeah, let me know what you guys are up to. If there's anything new, anyone have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'd happy to answer them. I did touch base with somebody recently that's looking for advice for mentorship, and the one person I believe I follow that I like the most, let me pull up my videos here for those of you that are still listening to the video. So one of my favorite people, if I can pull up my YouTube here. There we go. Okay, I'll show you my screen. So one of my favorite persons that I follow here is, I like Startup Bros. Those guys are down to earth. They're more of a straightforward, here's what we're doing. They're really big into not marketing as much on Amazon. So they're more about get a good product, it'll fly off the shelf. That's not the easiest thing said or done than said. So they do a lot of interviews with people that have done it. So that's a good thing to follow. They sell courses, so their course I think is like $2,000 or $2,500. Tanner J. Fox, I like him. He's a little bit more focused on getting subscribers than he is really helping as much, because he does do a lot of trendy stuff. So the BitCOIN like I'm doing, but he really invests into Bitcoin. He kind of goes through anything that's trendy, he'll kind of go over, but good information. He's got a couple good tips here and there. The best guy that I think up here is Derek Struggle. He's more of a honest person that is just, here's how it is, here's how I do it, here's how he made his money, and I think he makes a 6-figure income. Alex Becker, love watching his channel. If you don't like swearing, he's trying to bleep them out, I guess, now. But he is not a marketer as far as he's trying to build it, not really a following as much for like classes. He's not teaching courses on it. He's really like a software company that wants to make you successful so that you will buy a software when you're big, because he only wants the big companies and he needs to get as many people big as he can. He's more of a fun guy. He's having a lot of fun. I love it. Brock Johnson, he's okay. He's smaller. The Amazing Seller, I don't watch any of the videos, but the podcasts on my cell phone, love them. So there's a good Smallwood. If you haven't heard of him, he's kind of new to the scene. I think he made $6 million on the goggles for the solar eclipse that happened. So he put a lot of work into it. Long story short, shipped a whole bunch of products to his house, took a big risk, knew he was going to make it because he really found a niche that nobody was attacking. Built these really cool goggles, and he actually had to put them together. He hired 6 people to do it. So it was basically a company temporarily. Now that the trend's gone, he's focusing on trying to build what we're doing, what I talk about, is trying to build a base around him. So he's going through different things. Dan Voss, I don't even remember who that is. Jungle Scout, obviously I follow Jungle Scout, their favorite program. Cody Hawk, he is few and far between with videos. I guess he had grown pretty big a while back. He really talks more negative about things than anything. He's more of a, here's what doesn't work, Here's what I suggest. Here, you got to build a brand, and that's all he focuses on, building brands. He's recently started a marketing company, which is probably what I assume a lot of these people can do, because it's really the name of the game. If you learn marketing and you master that, it doesn't matter what you do. You will win, even if you're selling websites to people to get traffic. Brian Dean, I don't remember who this is. Let's click on it. I think he's the guy. Yeah, he talks about search engine optimization, really good techniques on how to build your YouTube and get keywords and say things correctly and then type things correctly. So I think a lot of his information has merit because he does have some videos that are high up there. I don't know why he isn't larger than he is, because he's only got a certain amount of subscribers. I think it's only 85,000, and he's been doing this for several years. So I would have thought he'd been bigger, but he has some good tips. I really like what he says. Fred Lamb, I've watched like one of his videos. He is all about marketing, and he talks about Facebook. That's more the person that's looking to build a Shopify account. So, I mean, it works for everything, but his focus on Shopify, finding the butterfly watch that matches with the person on Facebook that loves butterflies, or the cat watch that matches people that want cats. And he goes through a step-by-step live things where he shows you how to market that. Great stuff. Only watched one of them, so I'm not too big. Matt Laberstein, he is pretty cool. He's kind of new to the scene. He is growing pretty good. He's hired somebody to edit his videos, so they're pretty cool. They're kind of like Casey Neistat's, almost like a vlog type. He also is working on branding himself. He's been doing a lot of conferences and things like that in different meetings. But he's really big. So he makes, I think, over $1 million a year with 2 products. And he does like the 30,000 in one day. That's basically him doing lightning deals, paying for that. And then his wins and losses. It's good to watch the story of it. I don't think there's as much like direct information as these guys. I'll show you the rest of the guys. So you got Tanner J. I mean, here's what I mean, where he's trying to catch views. Jake Paul, how much he makes a year. Great information. I actually liked that video pretty much. It was fun to see. This guy's making 20, 30 million a year online, so that's pretty cool. Derek Struggle, this is what he looks like. He's really just killing it. I mean, he's been doing his own thing for a while. He does a $500 training course, and I was this close to joining it. 1, it's cheap, and 2, he really knows what he's doing. Alex, you'll see his kind of more of just a flat, let's just have some fun. Here's some videos. He does kind of tweak some of the stuff to get views. He doesn't really advertise as much, so he's not really focused. I mean, he's making money. He's already killing it in the money zone. Brock, so this is him. He's learning to do YouTube. I think he's doing a good job. He's grown. I mean, he's got almost 7,000 to 8,000 subscribers, but he's also advertising. So he's paying to get to that spot. But he can afford it. He made $6 million on one deal. I mean, he put some work in. This guy worked. Wholesale Ted, if you don't know what Wholesale Ted is, you have to subscribe to this. This is by far just flat information. If you don't want any of the, join us because we're cool, here's what my life's like, it's just flat out, here's the tips, here's what you wanted to know, here's some answers. So great stuff. Amazing seller. You can watch the videos. It's the same thing as the podcast. Some of them don't even talk, or some of them don't even show, but some of them are examples. Smallwood, he's new to the scene. Now, he is a classmate of Tanner J. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm 95% sure he was out of Tanner J. Fox's class, because I think it's where he kind of came on the scene. And his videos are more so research, product research, just some ideas. Let's see, Dan Voss. I know I just covered these, but I'm going to show you real quick. So I haven't been watching him very often. He's got some good stuff. He's got some long videos. Startup Bros. These guys are pretty cool. They do a lot of flipping and stuff, and they're pretty much just kind of going the whole spectrum. Here's the interview that they did with Smallwood, I believe. Yeah, he's doing the interview with Smallwood. It's pretty long. I watched it. It's like 3 hours long, but it talks about the process that he went through. So if you're interested in that, that's that. There's no real information as far as like the steps he took. It talks about it, but it doesn't go into detail. It talks a lot of the struggles and things like that. If you want a quick summary, he sold the product, a whole bunch of people started copying him, he had to fight those guys off, and then they were selling glasses that were hurting people's eyes, or that potentially could hurt people's eyes, and then everybody's listing got taken offline. And then he got reapproved to go back online, and then he was really the only one that anyone could buy from. So naturally, he just exploded. He was already exploding, but he did even more once everything went through. So that's it. Hope this was some good advice. I know these videos will help you guys if you're new and you're like me, you're just trying to start off. These guys will give you some good pointers. You're definitely going to get a better result out of just jumping in and starting something. So go from there, and we will see you guys in the next one.